Summer Game Fest 2025 has come and gone, and it was a little bit of a long watch. So here are my top 5 favorite games that were announced at today's Summer Game Fest. It wasn't the best, but it was still filled with some announcements, considering that we had that Game Award show that was jam-packed with like a bunch of really cool announcements. I'm really surprised that they had this much to show. At number 5, Deadpool VR is coming to Oculus, which is going to be Meta exclusive, and it looks really fun. I almost rolled my eyes when I said that it was Meta exclusive, because I'm like, yeah, like whatever. But the game actually looks legit. It's being voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, which is really fun, and it's your basic like inappropriate wacky Deadpool game that you can get, and it's Neil Patrick Harris. He's done a lot of games before. He knows the game, he knows how to do it, and the developer did say that you can go around just shooting people, like, and just shooting everybody in the game and like using the sword to block, but you can actually jump off of walls and kind of do combos, but you can just play it the other way around. For people that have the Oculus or Meta or whatever it's called, this is going to be a really fun game for them. Hopefully it comes to other platforms in the future, and even some controller support, because I'm not very much of a VR guy. There's one thing for sure you can say in most industries: if you follow the talent, you more than likely are going to find their next project, if it's the talent that you saw that made a really good game before, are more than likely going to make a good game now. And Wildgate is one of those games that I've been looking forward to for the longest time. And at number 4, of course, Wildgate is going to come out on July 22nd. It's former Blizzard developers. It kind of looks like a Sea of Thieves, like but in space, which what's not to like? And like it has all the visuals of like classic Blizzard, like with their bright colors and their unique looking gun styles, but it's not from Blizzard. It's from a couple of developers from there, and I really look forward to this game. I'm really rooting for them, because Blizzard did a lot of these developers dirty, so I really hope that they go out and they kill it and they make this big, great, successful game. It looks like a lot of fun. There is an open beta until the 15th, so if you want to go check it out, you can play it on PlayStation 5, you can play it on PC, on all consoles you can play it, except for like the Switch, of course. But yeah, so yeah, go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out after I make this video. At number 3, we have Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and I know you Sonic freaks wouldn't let me like live the day down if I didn't mention that. Yeah, Sonic Racing is going to be there, Crossworlds, and it's gonna have all your wacky Sega characters, including characters from Like a Dragon, and so yeah, there's actually gonna be a human character in there. I look for, like, if there's one thing I love is when Sonic people get hyped. So racing games aren't really for me, to be honest with you, but I love seeing Sonic people go wild, because if there's like a top 5 base that go wild on the internet and like just go crazy with their character, one of them is Sonic. There's a reason why this is a multi-billion-dollar movie, let alone game. So like Sonic has been thriving recently, and I'm glad that he's been doing good. And yeah, so let me know if you're gonna go play, if you're a big Sonic fan, if you're gonna be playing this. Mortal Shell 2 might just officially be the most metal game that I saw at Summer Game Fest. If you like, this game looks like of course a Dark Souls type game, but at the same time it is super metal. It looks really good. It's an action role-playing game, and apparently a lot of people have been looking forward to this. It looks metal as hell. It looks super fun. I can't wait to see a lot of the gothic looks of this game. Like, it kind of looks like a really dark gothic game. It looks like a little bit more of a vulgar version of Bloodborne, which, by the way, who doesn't like? I would not mind if they came out with a Bloodborne 2 and it was more like gross like Mortal Shell, but like it looks really fun. It looks metal. The music was really fun, and I can't wait to see people go nuts for this. This game does fall at number 2, but to me this is my number 1. These are just 5 games that I think that most people will like enjoy, but as a person who's watching games and who really, this is number 2 in my list, but for me, as a game that I'm watching and I'm keeping a close eye on, Stranger Than Heaven is probably a game that I would say this is why it's on number 2. We already saw an announcement of those at the Game Awards last year, and it was a game that I was really looking forward to. It was called Project Sentry, but there's been a little bit more information coming out of it, a whole gameplay trailer which you're watching right now, and it's from Like a Dragon and Virtual Fighter developer. And like I said, there's one thing in this industry, especially in any industry that requires talent, if you follow the talent, the game more than likely is going to be good. And the game is officially called Stranger Than Heaven now. It looks really fun. The director has come out and said that pretty much this game is LA Noire, like the vibes of LA Noire and like the entire like look and like feel of that game, but Japanese. That's what the director has said. And so like I'm really looking forward to this game. This is number one in my list in terms of what I'm watching, not necessarily what was announced today at Summer Game Fest. And at number one, Resident Evil Requiem. Capcom has been on a roll recently when it comes to just Resident Evil in general. Resident Evil they've made Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remakes, and they've all been really good by updating the game, and not only that, but adding some touches of their own. They've been on a big roll recently, so Resident Evil Requiem, I'm really looking forward to see if they can land the plane on this one, so to speak. If they can land it and they can land this game, Capcom has just been on a roll recently really, really well, and I look forward to this game. It's gonna send people back to Raccoon City, and it's gonna be releasing on February 27th, 2026, so not too far in the future. They didn't really show any gameplay. I'm pretty sure though they're going to show gameplay, or they probably will show more gameplay at the Game Awards so they can have a huge audience seeing it for the first time. A lot of people were giving this award show, or not the award show, but the Summer Game Fest, a little bit of a hard time for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's only reasonable that this one wasn't going to be as impactful or as big as the Game Awards, because of the fact that a lot of the developers that announced those games are not ready to show those games. If you were expecting to see Wolverine, if you were expecting to see like any of these new games that were announced at the Game Awards show, you're insane. Like, to make a demo or to make a trailer alone from that shows you like, oh yeah, like these are the things that the mechanics in the game take time and effort to create. Those aren't just things that you throw together. I remember seeing a lot of documentaries from a lot of PlayStation studios who would take time out of like their schedule to make these E3 demos that took so much time away from development. And you're not gonna see developers be doing that, because they want to nail when they're gonna release these games. They want to nail when the release date is gonna be, because a lot of the times when they would do that and then announce a release date, the game would be delayed. So anybody who was expecting anything big like that, like Wolverine or like the games that were announced at the Game Awards, you need to check your expectations better, because it wasn't gonna happen. It's just not. People were like, oh, Wolverine's never coming out anymore. It's gonna come out. They're more than likely going to announce it at the Video Game Awards, and so like, I'm not worried about any of these games, especially Wolverine. We got a Marvel fighting game, guys. Like, I don't know what more you guys want. That was like a huge announcement. I think a lot of people didn't like the PlayStation State of Play because of the fact like they don't really like Japanese games, and I guess like for the people who don't like those kinds of games, you're missing out. But let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about essentially this announcement of this weekend? Like, we had PlayStation, now we had the Summer Game Fest, and up next is going to be Xbox. So let me know what you think. Which one are you looking forward to that was announced today? Are you looking forward to the Xbox showcase that they're going to be doing? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and remember, you're pretty good.